Hey y'all, Chantel Red, the grown-ass teenager in the building. And right now, I'm still on the punitive segregation thing because not for nothing, it's important. Like, I need people to know what's going on. I need people who don't know to know what is going on. So I need everybody to share this video because it's crazy. Like, just imagine the world where the police are not policing, where they're not arresting people for doing crimes. Nobody will be safe. Like, they be out here robbing people. If you got something they like, they gonna take it, period, and that's it. Women, forget about us. Child, we ain't safe. We not safe. We already not safe. Okay, there's laws against just taking a woman when you want to. It's called rape. It's called sexual assault. Like, and they still do it. So imagine if they wasn't arresting them for that. But that's what's going on in New York City's jails. Okay, because that's what punitive segregation is. All it is a jail inside the jail. You broke the law again, and now we have to lock you up again. It's just, you know what? Let's watch the video. I'm going to let the video talk. Let's go.
City Department of Correction Commissioner Linnell McGinley-Liddy. I'm here to discuss Intro 549A, a law recently passed by City Council which purports to ban solitary confinement. The bill has the following flaws. First, solitary confinement already does not exist on Rikers Island. That practice, 22 hours or more confined to a cell without meaningful contact with others, has not been used since 2019 and should never be used.
Okay, so that basically was explaining the difference between solitary confinement and punitive segregation. Because the solitary confinement, they was locked up for 23 and 1. 23 hours in, 1 hour out. She said that ended in 2019. That's when I retired. So that's what I remember. Apparently, it's not like that anymore. They're only locked up for probably like 10 hours out the day because now they let them go to like all the programs, you know, religious services, yard, social services, commissary, like all type of shit that they didn't let them do before. It is what it is. Let's move on.
Second, the new law would endanger both our staff and those in our care. The law takes away the ability to restrain individuals during transportation to court. We transport more than 600 individuals a day on 20 or more buses. 25 individuals on a bus, unrestrained, is a recipe for chaos and violence, threatening the safety of staff and those in our care.
Okay, let me explain the buses to you in case, you know, everybody don't know. Everybody has not been in the back of a jail bus. Those buses, right, they have, in the back, they have double seaters. They have 5 on the right side and 5 on the left side. Double seaters, so that's 10 and 10. That's 20. 20 inmates in the back of the bus, uncuffed. Now, let me let you know that a lot of times people have beef with each other from different housing areas and this, that, and the third. And the only time that they do get to see each other is when they go to court, right? So now you're going to have people with beef in the back of the bus, uncuffed. Let me also let you know that the way they cuff them now, there is only one arm. They don't cuff both the arms to the front or the back. They're cuffed one arm and one arm. They have a partner. Everybody has a partner, and then they sit next to them on the bus. I've physically seen people fight each other with their arm cuffed to each other and be fighting. I've seen it happen. So imagine no cuffs at all. Then let's add the fact that they don't want us to stop the bus in the middle of the highway. So let's say, right, for people who live in New York, you know, coming from Rikers Island, going to any court. You could be going to Brooklyn Court, downtown Brooklyn, Manhattan Court, downtown Manhattan, Queens Courts, like any of those, Staten Island, because we take people to Staten Island Court too. Imagine being on that BQE, child, and they in the back fighting, and you can't pull that bus over. Somebody could die back there. Somebody could get beat to death back there in the back of that bus. Then they're going to blame that on you too, even though they tell you not to stop the bus on the highway. They're going to blame you even though they don't want to cuff the inmates in the back of the bus. Not to mention that everybody that's in jail is not guilty. Everybody that's in jail is not violent. So we have innocent people also on the back of the bus in the jails that are also being assaulted. Another reason why you can't stop the bus is because you have a gun. You have a gun, you and your partner. Okay, so, all right, I'll just explain to y'all how the back of the bus is, right? Then there's a cage, and then they have, like, little cages in the front where there's 2 double cages, 3 double cages, and 2 singles. So, the cages are locked. But once you unlock that cage to get to the back of the bus, and you have a gun on you, there's 20 inmates back there. How about they beat you up? You go back there to try to break up a fight. They beat you up and take your gun from you. So this is why they don't want you to stop the bus or go back there while you're on the highway. At least when you get to the facility, you can check your weapon in, and then you have also more staff that can come out and assist you. But to not have them cuffed is crazy. Retarded. All right, let's move on.
Third, the bill removes all consequences for those who commit violent acts in our facilities. It eliminates our ability to hold violent offenders accountable. Without consequences for violence, there will be more violence. Let's be clear. Everyone wants our jails to be safe and the people in our care treated fairly. That means the safety of our staff and detainees must be our paramount concern. We can't sacrifice that for politics. There's just too much at stake. When I accepted the position as commissioner, I made a commitment to making New York City's jails safer and more humane. Intro 549A would make it impossible to fulfill that pledge.
So basically, she said the same thing that I said, so it's really not much for me to say, except besides correction officers, there's also other staff. You know, there's clinics there, so they have doctors, they have nurses, they have clinic staff, medical shit. I don't know about that. I'm a retired correction officer. But those people that belongs in the clinic, they in there. Those are civilians. Then we have schools. So there's teachers, there's counselors, social workers, all type of other jobs besides correction officer work in these facilities, and everyone is at danger. Okay, moving on.
Even the federal monitor appointed to oversee Rikers has slammed our city council's new law, banning the separation of violent offenders in the city's jails. Banning the separation of violent offenders prevents correction officers from protecting everyone in our jails and places both the lives of our officers and the lives of non-violent inmates in danger. It's not too late to stop Intro 549. Contact Councilmember Camilla Hanks and tell her to support the mayor's veto so that everyone in our jails can be safe. Get the facts by going to keepnycjailsafe.com.
Yeah, so tell your peoples to vote no on Intro 549 because that shit don't make no sense, bro. Intro 549 don't make no sense. Zero. Zilch. Nada. That's all I've got to say about that. Y'all enjoy y'all night.